Hi everyone, my name is Chris. I'm the Camping Stitcher. Welcome to my Flosstube channel. This is a channel mostly about cross stitch. Sometimes I'll put a few other crafts in, but today's cross stitch. I will tell probably a campfire story at the end, so I'll let you know ahead of time when I do that in case you're not interested. So welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. If you're new, I hope you stick around, like and subscribe. There's a good bit going on. Today in northwestern New Jersey, it's actually sunny and it's gonna be kind of high 50s today. So my husband and I are probably gonna go out and do some dirt fishing, metal detecting later. Get out for a little bit before the rain and possibly snow come back in. So I hope wherever you are, you're doing well and you're enjoying whatever weather you have. I hope it's not too terrible. I know things have been horrible out west with the rains and stuff, so I hope you're all doing okay. I have quite a bit to share with you. I have some FFOs, I have an FO, I have a new release, I have whips, I have plans and haul. So let's get started. I also have, I'll probably insert it somewhere after the new release that I show you. A little video I made on how to access your files on Etsy. If you order a PDF, and that's not just from me, that's from any designer or anybody you order a PDF from on Etsy. So I hope that helps out with some people who have some issues with downloading. So first I'll show you my book of days. I finished out, let's see, when was my last Flosstube confession? It was in January, so that's what my January looked like. I got a lot done. Yeah, I had like 5 new starts. 2 of them are my designs, and I had 7 FOs and 4 FFOs. So not a bad stitchy month. I met my whip go goals for January, and I started on my February. So that's what, and I even got an extra bonus. So got the 2 Januaries in. I finished one thing ahead of time, and then this is my summer Quaker that I've been working on in between designing and whatnot. So that is my book of days. I do love keeping track of my stitching each day, and this is what February looks like so far. So yeah, stitch a little bit every day, and I can, so why not? Okay. Oh, one other note before I go on with showing you some stuff over here. I just want to let you know my charts are now available in some local needlework shops, well, local to you. Hobby House Needleworks in New York, Brick City in Florida, Dying to Stitch in Virginia, Crafty Grimalkin in Maine, and Sunflower Stitching in Kansas. Sunflower Stitchery. So by all means, if you would like to see my designs in your local needlework shop, just let them know to contact me, and I'll be happy to set them up and work out a wholesale order with them. So it's fun to see your designs out there. People send me pictures of when they see them in the shops, and I'm like, wow. So very cool. Thank you. I'm very grateful. Okay, so let's do finishes and FFOs. First, let me show you my big finish for, I finished it January 29th. I just made it in under the wire for what I wanted to get done. This was my other January whip go, and I really didn't think I would finish it, but I did. This is At Home, Brenda Gervais. I'm telling, I love her stuff. Just love it. So And Vanna Pfeiffer was kind enough to feature this in her star stitches on her Flosstube channel, which was such, I was very flattered. Thank you, Vanna. I just love this sampler, and I can't even tell you how happy I am to have not one but two Bernard Gervais finished and ready to order frames for, which I still haven't done because I was so close to finishing this. I didn't want to order frames and then, you know, have to order some more. And I'm waiting for a good, like, maybe they'll have a Super Bowl sale or something. I get my frames from Art to Frames. Art to Frame. Yes. So I just used all the called for. This is done on 36 count vintage country mocha. I started this on July 9th of 2023 and I finished it on January 29th, 2024. So for those of you who think I stitch really fast, no. I just picked it back up. And you know, it's funny when you pick something back up and finish it, people are like, oh my God, you did that so fast. No, I started it like eons ago. Well, July. But I did stitch the Light of Winter fast because I just couldn't put down. But I'm super happy with it. My favorite part is just that blue and the pop of blue. And I did do the satin stitch and the 1/1 here. I used my Brytech magnifier. I have that by my stitchy chair. I did that all the 1/1. It's full cross because I just couldn't get the tent stitch to look right. And I did the whole thing using the magnifier because it wasn't going to happen any other way. And it was fine. It was fine. That's what magnifiers are for, right? To see. So the only change I made to it was these trees here. I think over there. Brenda had satin stitch over the cross stitches, and I preferred the way the cross stitches looked. So I didn't do that satin stitch, but you could totally, no problem, do the satin stitch. Super happy with it. Oh, dropping stuff. Hang on. Oh, I have my plan sitting right here, and I've got floss sitting out on the table. If you could see what things look like behind the scenes. But this is at home, Bernard Gervais. Super happy to have it done. This is my big FO for the end of January. Super duper happy. So maybe I'll get around to ordering some frames up. So let's see. That was my FO. Sorry. Let me just turn that off so we're not hearing ding dings. So I did have an unexpected finish because after I got done with that, you know, you finish a big piece. I like to try to get something little kind of worked on. And I had this Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is from the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It is the 2022 Winter Christmas issue. And I saw it in the magazine and I loved it. And my friend Kara, Pink Daisy Stitch, she sent me the fabric. She had the fabric from Bestitch Me. It's called Pink Chocolate. And it's you're not gonna see it right in this. You're just not. It's beautiful. It's got a pinkish glow to it. I don't even know. Well, hello. Anyway, this is my finish. It's called Whimsical Winter. And two of my favorite things, snowmen and owls. And I pretty much had most of it done. Let's see, I started this on New Year's Eve, 2022. It's a small. And I finished it on New Year's Eve, 2024. Just saying. I'm not a fast stitcher. I mean, I am a fast stitcher sometimes, but not when it comes to stuff like this. I could kick myself because seriously, had most of the snowman done, had the owl done, and had it and the border, and I had to just do that, and it was done. So cute. It's in that magazine, Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. I don't know if they released it since then, but it's Autumn Lane Stitchery. 36 count pink chocolate, and I used the called for floss, which I believe was DMC. So cute. So that was one FFO. Let's see. All right. So because my new release is actually one of my FFOs, I'm going to show that to you. Okay. All right. So I just released this today. It is in my Etsy shop in PDF and paper format, and it is called Lucky. It's my first St. Patrick's Day design, and I'm just super happy with the way it came out. So let me show you the actual finish. Here it is. This is done on 36 count. It's a sizable pillow, so you could frame this, make it into a flat fold or just a little backer. It's on 36 count light mocha from Zweigart and uses 3 colors of DMC. That's it. It comes out to, let's see, here's the measurements. It's 102 stitches by 82 stitches. The finished size on 36 count is approximately 5.67 by 4.56 inches. And you could do this on any count, 14, 16, 18, 20, any size, 32, 28, whatever you prefer. There's no specialty stitches. I used just a little check backing. This is my label from Ever Emblem. Now what I do is I use a micro perm. Is it here? Yes. Okay. It's a micro perm pen, and I just write the year on the label because I didn't order 2024 charms, and I'm kind of like, I like having little bling and charm on things, but I'm going to be having to send these out to trunk shows, so I don't want them to get like caught on each other. So, and I just use the Hobby Lobby velvet yarn. I think this was a cream color, and that was it. I glued it on with Aleene's tacky glue. So there's Lucky, and that's available on the Etsy shop today in paper and PDF. So there's my release. I am working on a second, smaller, I hope, smaller little St. Patty's Day, but I'm not sure. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. So that is my other FFO. I think I'm going to forget a lot today. I feel like I'm like all scattered. So I will probably insert the video like somewhere around here. So if I see the hand signals on how to download, if you're not sure, from Etsy. The only thing I'm kind of going to ask people is, and I say this in the little video, and this doesn't apply to people who or order something and they have a problem, a technical issue that is unexpected. If you know that you cannot access a PDF through Etsy for whatever reason, whether you just have a computer issue or you can never download or you don't want to download, please do not order a PDF by, ordering it and then leaving me directions on that I should email it to you. That's not how it's supposed to work on Etsy. I always help out my customers who have issues, but if you start out and know that you can't download that PDF, please take advantage of the paper copies. I would really appreciate that. I just can't always be around my computer to email someone, and I really shouldn't be emailing it privately to you because it limits your access to your files that you purchased. So anyway, little PSA, I mentioned that in the video. Good morning, everyone. I'm just making a quick little video just to show you how you can navigate around Etsy to find your past purchases and your downloads. So, number one, you cannot do any downloads from the Etsy app. You never will be able to. They will never, from what I understand, never make it so that you can go into the Etsy app, find your purchases, and download them from there. You need to be in a browser. Now, you can be in a browser anywhere. You can be in a browser on your phone. You can be in a browser on your tablet, and your computer, of course. So here's my Etsy. Now, I have a MacBook, so your mileage may vary if you have a PC, but it should be the same general kind of setup. You have the header right up here. I don't know if you could see where my mouse is going, but that's my shop manager because I have an Etsy shop. Here is my account. Now, if you hover over something, before it was saying your account, but your icon, your profile picture, if you haven't put one up, it should probably just have maybe your initial there. That is your account. So if you click on that, see, it says view your profile. Purchases is the number one category that comes up on my Etsy. Like I said, it should be the same on yours, but so if you click on purchases, lo and behold, there is everything. You can see my Nashville pre-orders. Here is the last PDF I purchased. So right over here says download files. Your downloads are always accessible through there. And that's really all there is to it. Should work anywhere from your browser. Sign into Etsy, sign into the same account that you used to purchase the pattern. So that's it. Hope that helps. If I click on download, it lets me say, it says, thank you for your purchase, blah, 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 yada, yada. I love you guys. And over here, there's a little download with a cloud and an arrow. And I hit that. And it's going to ask me to save it again, which I don't want to do because I don't want 2 copies of it on my PC, on my computer. And that's all there is to it. I will say, just in terms of how I operate my Etsy account, I give the option to buy a PDF and paper copies. If you do not want to download a PDF, or you do not know how to download a PDF, or you can't, or you have problems, and you know that before you purchase, please do not buy a PDF from me. Please buy a paper copy, either from me, or ask your local needlework shop to carry it. I will be more than happy to set them up with my charts. Knowing that you can't download a PDF and then messaging me to have me personally deliver it to you via my personal or whatever email is not okay. That voids any protections Etsy offers both of us, and it only gives you a one-time limited access to your PDF, where if you went and found your purchases on Etsy, you would have unlimited access to that PDF if something should happen. So just know that knowing that you can't access a PDF doesn't mean I'm going to personally email it to you. In that instance, please purchase a paper pattern. Thank you, and I hope you found this helpful. Bye. So, okay, that is lucky, and thank you all so much for, supporting my designs and sharing them, and just all your encouragement and support. It just means so much. I really appreciate it, and I'm very grateful for it. I've been asked this a lot, so I am not going to Nashville, and that's okay. I'm so new to this. It's good. I'm good. I'm good right where I am. So I hope everybody who goes to Nashville has an excellent, successful time. I've already pre-ordered some stuff. So it's just a fun time of year, isn't it? So, okay. So let's see, what else is going on? Speaking of Nashville, Helen D had a brilliant idea, and Helen, I actually found my list of market releases that I bought last year. So well, go watch Helen D's latest video. She gives a little synopsis of her brilliant idea. It is a sale, and it's called Make Way for Market Sale. Her idea is to take the things that we purchased last year, even the year before, from market, and we haven't gotten to yet, while we're waiting on all the fabulous things that we've got our eyes on for this year's market. She's like, let's do a sale and stitch some of that stuff that we already have. So I am going to, because Helen, I went, what a cool thing it is to just go look in your email and just look at the month of last March and know that you have your pre-order there. That's exactly what I did, and I made a list. So I had ordered this last year, and I haven't gotten to stitch it yet, and it's just one of my want-tos. So Summer Garden at Cranberry Manor by Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitching. I just happen to have the call for 36 count Hemingway by Needle and Flax, and look at this, most of the call for threads. So I think I'm missing 2 colors, and I'll probably just either sub them out. I have to look at that and see how much is used, or I'll just order them. You know, our market stuff isn't going to be here for a little while. It's February 9th. I didn't mention that. It's February 9th. Friday, February 9th. So we have time. So I'm going to start that probably as soon as I finish one of my new starts, which is Valentine's Day Quaker from Primrose Cottage. This became available as a download, and I immediately added to cart and downloaded it, and henceforth started it. I am doing mine on 36 count light mocha, and I am using I didn't have the call for, and I do have another skein of this, so don't panic. I am using Rose Garden by Gentle Arts, and I love it. I'm not a real pinky person. I mean, I like pink, but not a certain tone of pink. So this has got a nice variegation to it, and I think I'm going to have a finish this weekend. So once I finish this one, I'll start the Summer Garden by Pansy Patch. Yes. What else have I been working on, you ask? Okay. So one of my February WIPCO calls was Summer Quaker by Leela's Studio. Sorry for the glare. And I have spent, I want to say I've stitched on it for 8 days. Which once you start, you just, like, it's just so much fun. The Quaker. I gotta hack that off. But here's where I am. I don't iron. I don't put heat on my stuff until I absolutely have to. So this is where I am. I have a tiny bit of the border left. Look at. I'm gonna finish this, and then we'll see where we are. If I am going to start, I mean, I have started on the center. So things I want to tell you about this. Okay. I'm using the call for thread. This is 36 count Sea Fog by Fox and Rabbit. Gorgeous fabric. I'm so, like, in love with the fabric. It's not the called for fabric. I think the called for fabric, I don't know. Let's see, what do we have? So many pages, so little time. Okay, the called for fabric was 46 count Latte by Fiber on a Whim, which I also have now, but I didn't have then. But I just, when I started this, I had just gotten this fabric. It was their fabric of the month. I don't remember which month it was. And I just immediately knew I was going to do this stitch on it. So I am using all the called for DMC, and this is where I am. Okay, so things I want to say about the chart, which is awesome. Leela. Oh, dropped my little clippy thing. Okay, she did put out on her blog or webpage, just look it up. She did put out a correction. I think it was over here on the seaweed border. And then there was another little correction over here. There were some extra stitches, which I totally understand because it had to happen to me when you're designing and you somehow get these little artifact stitches across your canvas when you're working on it and you don't notice them. But I don't know if that's what happened to her, but it's happened to me, so I totally understand it. But my chart didn't have those extra stitches here. It had one over here. What I want to say to you is, I highly recommend doing the seaweed border before you complete these parts here, because I know that she put out the correction for the count up here, but on this side, so there's sections 11, 11, you skip a 1, 11, skip a 1. Right about here, it's 12. And I totally messed it up. And I could see by the motifs here that I was off by a stitch. So I went back and I looked at, of course you should look at the pattern and count it, because that's why it's called counted cross stitch. So anyway, I went back and I found where I made the mistake, and it was because I didn't notice that 12 stitches right there. And then it goes 11, 11, 11. And then there's a little, it's not the same here in the corners. There's a little slant. On this side, I think it was all 11. And across the bottom, I think it was all 11. So it just worked out. If I did this border, I knew that all my stuff I had finished this side, I had finished this side, and I started going across the bottom, and I knew I wanted to make sure the seaweed border was correct before I got these slants done. Just a little recommendation. Take it as you will, but I love this. And so my plan on my whip go is to, the goal for my whip go is to work on something 5 times. So I've surpassed the goal, but you know, you get to working on something. The other, which I didn't take out to show you because I haven't done it much since my whip parade. The other February goal pull I have is Autumn Sampler by Crochet to Go Go. And I will be pulling that out. I've got so many plans for the weekend. And of course, it's going to be nice, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done. But that summer Quaker, worked on that. Love it. Highly recommend. Here, the beautiful, beautiful DMC. Somebody said, and I don't know how true this is, so let me know, that DMC was created to resemble silk threads. So is that true? Is it true? I don't know. I heard somebody say that on one of their floss tubes, and I was like, well, that's why I like it so much. Okay, so that is Summer Quaker. The other thing I had worked on and was a fairly recent new start was, and this is because of my friend Stephanie, the New England Stitcher. Watch her, she's awesome. Wisdom by Teresa Kogut. Stephanie had a blue conversion, which she shares on her YouTube channel in the community tab. So you can go check it out over there. Changes 3 of the colors to blues. Let's see, I'll show them to you. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Here they are. Okay. So these 3 colors here are the substitutes: Brethren Blue, Deep Fennel, and Summer Shower. So happy with the blues. And this is where I am. But I kind of put it aside to work on my whip go and I was designing. So this is where I am so far, and I just love it. This is on Interesting, Chris, that you can't figure it out and you've got these cards and everything. This is on, let's see. Oh, yes. 36 count Beethoven from Color and Cotton. And I'm using the rest of the called for threads. So there's the blues. So pretty. Just love it. Love it. Thank you so much to Stephanie for sharing that conversion. Because, I mean, I like the red too, but the blues just did it for me. I want to redo our bedroom into blues, and this would look really nice hanging up in there. Plus all the nautical things. I have the Summer Quakers nautical. I have Live on Little hanging up in our bedroom, and what else is nautical that I want to, oh, Shores of Hawker and Hollow, but that's another story. We'll get to that. Okay. So those are what I've been working on. Now what else? I have notes. I always have notes. Never follow them, but have them. Okay. I told you about Helen D's Sal. Hope that's okay, Helen. I think you wanted everybody to know about it. Oh, I am having, so on the Facebook group, the Camping Stitcher, and on Instagram, I just have to figure out how to do this. I'm still having the leap year Sal. It's leap year 2024 Sal is the hashtag. I'll put it down in the description box. It'll start the 29th. It's really a start along. You know me. I don't do like any kind of like sectioned off stuff. I do it with other people that do it, but I don't really, never had one. So just start a project on the 29th, take a picture of it, take a picture of your start, and post the picture in my Facebook group, because I'll have some gifts to distribute. That's what we're going to call it now. I'm going to have a distribution at the end of this video, so hang in there. And on Instagram, you could use the tag. I will search on it. If you're not a Facebooker, you don't want to have a Facebook account or whatever, it doesn't suit you, that's fine. I will also like post it on Instagram that day. And right now, I think what I'm going to do is I'll check in on the 29th of every month until next year. And, we'll stop in January of next year. And I am debating, my Zoom Pro account is expiring tomorrow. And I've been having a back and forth with them. Because they offer me a discount. And then when I go to renew it, the discount disappears. So Zoom, get your stuff together. I'm also looking at Google Meets, because Google Meets also has a similar setup where you could have, it's unlimited. The thing about it is I want an unlimited amount of time so that I'm not doing 40 minutes and then saying, bye, everybody. So I'm just trying to figure that out. So give me a little time. So if I will settle on something, it's either going to be sucking it up and renewing with Zoom, even though they're really getting me mad, or doing a Google Meet. So I was thinking about like doing something on the 29th of some months and just check in and see how our leap year Sal's going. See if how you're getting on with it. So let me know what you think about that. But that is going to be Facebook group and Instagram. I will have a distribution of sorts. Stay tuned. Okay, so yesterday was super exciting. I didn't even realize I totally missed it for 6 hours. So the Facebook group Homespun, I gotta get this right. Homespun Needlework Facebook group, cross stitch and samplers. All right, they had the big BAP they put out, which I just wasn't gonna. Gorgeous, but no, too big for me. But God, I can't wait to see everybody else's progress on that. They just put out the second exclusive that they were talking about, a smaller one, and it's Stacy Nash. And I I was finishing my Lucky yesterday, so I was stitching on that. I was finalizing the chart. I was gluing on the trim, sewing it together. Totally missed. I didn't even check Facebook yesterday. So they put out the Rose Hill Farm Sampler Pancake and Biscornu from Stacy Nash. You have to be a member of the Facebook group to get the exclusive. The exclusive is going to be done through Acorns and Threads in Portland and the Krug Goblin in Australia. Bear with me. So within a half hour, I mean, I literally got out of bed, came in here, or ordered it from Acorns and Threads. I got the 36 count kit. So it's gorgeous. I'm going to pop a picture in somewhere in here. Hopefully, if I remember. Let's write that down, won't we? Pop in picture. Okay. So, yeah, really exciting. And it was like, you get that little bit of panic, like it was out there for 6 hours in the world and I hadn't caught it yet. It was fine. So anyway, if you're interested in that, go check it out. I'm going to pop the picture in. It's just, it's my kind of sampler. So I just totally fell in love with it when I saw it. And that's, you know what? I get people doing the no buys, and I respect it, and I support you completely. I know that doesn't work for me. Every time I tell myself not to do something, I do the complete opposite of it. I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to that. So I know that, making myself stick to something like that is impossible. So when people say to me, like, what are you giving up? I don't give up. I gave up giving up things. So, like, of course, I want to be more intentional. When you see something and you go, oh, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? That's when you really should think about it, in my eyes. When you see something like that last night and you were like, oh, no, take my money right now, that's when you know. I mean, that's what does it for me. Anyways, okay, so I ordered the new exclusive. So the next thing I want to show you is haul, which isn't bad. Basket-o haul. So a couple of weeks ago, I ordered these. I'll put the link below. These are from the Ukraine, because I have some Milha kits, and I have some small ones, and I have some large ones. So I ordered I really like the idea of putting your paper in something that protects it. So these are made, it's Ember something. I will put the link below. They came super fast. They're very well made, magnetic. You pop your paper in there. I got 2 sizes, that one and this big one. And honestly, I think it took 2 weeks to get them. Like, they shipped it out within a day of me ordering it. My Fox and Rabbit Fabric of the Month came, Milky Way. Oh, wow. Brendan, awesome, gorgeous. I just, in love. And my winter, I took it apart. See, it doesn't look pretty anymore. This came from the Country Sampler, and you can only get it through them, and it's the Winter Moon kit from Plum Street, and it comes with the Salt Bush fabric and all the floss. And this is going to be my leap year start. Just in case you thought I wasn't participating in my own sale. This is my leap year start. And it's been hard. It's been hard to wait. I wanted to start it when it first got here. But I was good. I did it. Let's see. The other thing, well, I did get a fantastic gift from Fox and Rabbit. Karen and Bren, thank you so much. Just kindness. I finally ordered, buckled down, and found this. You know what? It stinks when you finally decide that you want something and nobody has it in stock. There must have been a run on the shores of Walk Run Hollow. So I finally found an Etsy seller that had it, and I ordered it, and I have no idea when I'm going to start this. None. But I have it, so I've been working on the maps, and that's been fun. Okay, let's see. Oh, just in case you wanted to see that Autumn Lane, this one, I have the digital subscription too, so you can print out. That is what the chart looks like. And that is a pretty good picture of what the fabric actually looks like. I can't believe it doesn't show up on camera, because look how different that is. But that, yes. All right, and the last thing is, oh no, not the last thing, sorry. Is it the last thing? Did I show you these? I'm not really sure. Okay, well, you know what? Hang on to your hats. If I showed you these already, fast forward. I did get Brr, It's Cold Outside. I think I showed those to you already. The Plum Street Winter Blessings. I just didn't put them away. Autumn Joy. So cute. And the New World. This was going to be my leap year start, but nope, not yet. Not yet. Okay, last thing. And this is another sale that I'm going to be participating in. This starts on February 27th. And this is with Christy, one of the Floss Bossing cousins. So go check out their channel. They talk about it. And they have a Facebook group. So go join that if you are on Facebook. So she's having her birthday sale. Starts on February 27th. And it is the Prairie Life Sampler. Now you can totally get the paper copy of it, but I went to Heartstring Samplery's website and she had the PDF. So now, do you remember last time when I told you I ditched a stitch and it was on Cedar River Linen's Overcast? That's what I'm using the Overcast for. And Victoria Clayton put out a floss silk pack for it, which I ordered. Look at the colors. Oh my. Just gonna be gorgeous. I have always looked at this because I love Little House on the Prairie. And just at the saying, it says the real things haven't changed. It is still best to be honest and truthful, to be happy with simple pleasures and have courage when things go wrong. Isn't that awesome? I love it. So this is going to be a start on the 27th of February to celebrate along with Christy's birthday. And she's using, from what I understand, the hashtag Cousin Christy's B-Day Sal 24. So 3 sals. Leap year 2024 sal that I'm hosting. Make Way for Market Sal that Helen D is hosting, and Cousin Christy B-Day Sal 24 that Christy's hosting. So go check that out. And that is all for haul. I think. I'm just going to say it is. Just, you'll never know. I did order, okay. Christy mentioned this on the Flosstube that they just had. And I agree with her. And if you go look at the title of their Flosstube about Darn You, Brenda and Laura, Jody, Trixie Tricycle, has a linen company, Cedar River Linens and Designs. And she put out 3 new colors. And I totally resisted it. And then, what do you know, they show them on Brenda and Laura. Brendan's Cereal Starters Flosstube. So I immediately ordered Maple Bar and Spindrift, I think it is. So that'll be coming. That'll be haul in the future haul. I think that's it, really. Let's see. Let's check the notes. Yeah. I do have a campfire story I know I'm forgetting something, but it's okay because there's always another Flosstube. So if you hung in there, thank you for hanging in there. If you want to stick around to the end of the campfire story, I'm going to have a little distribution announcement. And if not, I'll see you next time. But I do have a little campfire story. You know, it's just like, I said to my husband, I think I'm running out of campfire stories. And I'm like, I know they don't have to be about camping, but, you know, campfire stories, camping goes together. Anyway, this one is about kayaking. We still have kayaks, but we haven't gone out in a while. But anyway, we have a small river by where we live, and the four of us, we took our two boys with us. We went kayaking one nice summer day on the Musconetcong River. And I mean, it's not like a real wide river. It's not a real deep river, but it could be fast moving in spots. And the boys were in front of me. I was in my single kayak behind them. My husband was behind me, thank goodness. So my sons, they're horsing around, which is fine. But, you know, river starts getting a little narrower. I got kind of a little caught up right behind them. They're splashing each other, you know, they're just having regular good fun. And, you know, you're kind of, I don't know if you've kayaked before, you know, like there's lots of blowdowns that get into the water, trees that come down and stuff. So I kind of spotted it out of the side, on the left side there, that there was like a tree that had blown down and was in the river, and you could see like part of it was like, you could see the trunk coming into the river, and then kind of like the branches were like sticking up. Boys are horsing around. River's getting a little narrower. I get caught up by like the side of them, and next thing you know, me and my kayak are sitting up in a tree that's laying down in the water, scooted right up into it. Like, what do you do? Like, I mean, I could get out, of course, but I'd be stuck up in a tree. I mean, my kayak went like, it was like, bloop, right up in there. Thank goodness my husband was behind me, because he came up alongside me. Now, if you're familiar with kayaks, like mine, I know his does too. There's two pull cords at the ends. There's like a handle with a cord and another handle with the cord. And he came up alongside of me. It's just like a professional, and stuck his paddle on the side. While he was going by me, he grabbed the front handle off my kayak and pulled me right off the branches and right back into the river. Thank God. I don't even know. I would have, you know, of course, boys are down the river and they don't even know what happened. And no mothers were hurt in the making of this kayak trip. But yeah, my husband did it so effortlessly to get me out of that tree. Because the alternative would have been for me to climb out of the kayak, make my way through the tree branches, and try to pull the kayak out myself. But yeah, that's fun on the river. And that's my campfire story for this week. Anyway, I am going to have, if you stuck around this long, thank you. I am going to have a little giveaway. I did it. I knew I would do it. All right, I'm going to have a little distribution. So if you leave a comment and you subscribe and throw me a like, and I am going to be distributing a few copies of this chart. Use the word lucky in your comment. If you want to make it into a neat sentence, that'd be great. I love reading your comments. I try to at least heart all of them. I appreciate it. And I will announce the distribution in about 2 weeks. Of course, do all the rules of said distribution. Be 18, don't be a troll, blah, blah, blah. Because you'll have to give me your email address. And that's about it. So have a good few weeks. I hope you get all the stitching in that you want, and I will see you soon. Stitch away.